The huge wooden pendulum clock rang up through the white canvas of the peaceful autumn. It was already 10. Father Duke lit up the last candle and was ready to leave. It had been an extremely grueling day. 2 funerals in a row. He felt exhausted. He turned around to take his cloak. Father Duke was a 66-year-old Catholic priest. He was a highly cultivated person. He was a man with a kind spirit and love for every creature in the world. He was a man of principles, an epitome indeed. The father took soft and gentle steps through the aisle. The church was a beautifully carved example of fine workmanship. The milky white stony edifice looked like a huge spirit in an exotic shade of darkness. Father Duke walked out, locked up the door, and hasted off through the garden towards the portal. The dusty air of the church's necropolis created a spooky environment. Suddenly, a soft sobbing tuned up through his ears. He turned around in turmoil. He saw a girl sitting in a garden bench and sobbing. The father hasted towards her in wonder. She was a girl at her late teens, lovely and young. She wore a fine white silken gown and a pair of high-buttoned shoes.
What happened, my child?
It's nothing. I'm so sorry, Father. I know. It's too late to be here. I must leave.
What is wrong, dear?
It's nothing, Father.
What is your name, dear?
Cheri. Cheri Novak.
That's a beautiful name. I hope you know what it means.
Yes, it's a synonym for love.
Oh, my child, your parents must be worried about you.
I don't know where they are. I have no one to worry for me in this world.
No, my child. Jesus is always there for you.
Does he really care?
He always does. His Holy Spirit will always be there with you. Infer me as his messenger. You can freely tell me what is wrong, what is bothering you, dear.
Derek, he left me. I loved him so much. He just left me.
The one who comes has to go, my child.
He said he will never let me go, Father. He had promised me.
Time is never stagnant, dear, and humans are never consistent. Time has to change, and with it, we too have to change.
He was the first and only good thing that occurred to me, Father. He was the moon of my dark soul. He was the light of my airy tunnel. He was everything to me. I loved him, Father. And he did too. But then he betrayed our love, Father. He betrayed.
She stopped for a breath.
I see, my child. But the real meaning of love is different. The Bible is nothing but an example of pure love to God and His journey towards our acceptance and forgiveness of self and others. Love is above romantic thoughts and strong attractions. Love is being kind and patient with the world around you. Love is being faithful to all the creatures. According to Bible, love is relational, means we should always love one another. Love is virtue and unity. It is kind and soft, true and gentle. It means to care and not to seek revenge or bear a grudge against the one who has done wrong to you. Love is forgiveness, my child.
But Father, how am I to bear this pain? It's a burden to carry every day. I can never forgive him for this.
My child, the one you two had wasn't love. You say you love him, but you can't forgive him. But the meaning of love is forgiveness. Love doesn't mean to hold back a person to yourself, but to let him go, to find his own happiness. Love is happiness in the happiness of others. What you have for him is not love, my child. The human brain is designed in such a way that it takes rejection as a physical pain. But when you observe inside your soul, you would realize it's a part of life to grow. If he has left you, he never really loved you, my child.
But what about this pain?
In the Bible, love has not been categorized. It's unconditional and it's eternal. Every aspect of nature is a part of love. Air is love, water is love, even the snow is love. Because they are unconditional reasons of your happiness. Life will not always be beautiful. There will be harsh times, but you will have to face the pains. These pains will help you to evolve.
But Father, he was my first love. I loved him more than anything else. I always kept him before my life.
Oh, my dear child, a person who doesn't love himself first can never love others and is not a human either. People unconsciously lie when they say that somebody or something was the first love. Nature has its own way to prove it. When a child is born, he passes through different phases in life. Before the child actually knows the world and its people and moves on to the second phase, it passes through the first narcissistic stage where the baby only loves himself or herself. This thing questions our conscience that who actually is our first love? It creates a paradox in one's way of seeing things. Once a child grows up, it passes on to the further phases. He starts exploring the world around. They start admiring the world and its beauties. Gradually, as a person falls for someone, and once they start getting love in return, they forget about their true selves. They forget that their first love was none other than themselves. But once they stop getting what they want, they start developing negative gestures towards nature. They seek revenge. In that war, they lose their true selves and their dignities. If you have ever loved someone truly, you would be happy in their happiness and not burdened with their memories. Like a mother is always happy for her child, even if he leaves her. I hope you have understood what love is.
Father, you put the words so well. Your words were like Jesus' aims.
Remember, my child, self-love is the greatest love in nature. Not everyone will love you back the same way you have loved them. They are just oblivious. They don't understand your worth. They don't understand your love. But Jesus has always asked to forgive them. My child, forget what bad had happened to you and simply forgive them. Remember, they are humans too. They do make mistakes. Remember, whatever bad happens are actually for your good. It helps us to learn from them and make our present more beautiful by not repeating those mistakes in our future. Our first priority should be your own happiness. It is only when you are happy you will make others happy. Recession and negativity will always push people away from you. Be the source of leverage, spirituality, and sanguinity. Love yourself. My child, don't cling onto the past. It has nothing new for you. Explore the world. Love nature, love the Almighty. His love is enormous. It is only you who can make yourself happy. Happiness is an internal substitute. It can never be procured from an external media. If you are happy from inside, no matter what bad your surroundings have for you, you will always be happy.
The father stopped for a breath. A boisterous pitch shook the entire serenity of the moment. It was 11 in the pendulum clock. The father sighed.
Child, it's already 11. I'm afraid that you have to go back home now. It is pretty late. I will take you. It is not safe for you to go alone.
Father, I will always be grateful to you for making me understand the meaning of love. It feels empty now. I feel so fortunate to have shared this with you. For years, I haven't talked to anyone so voluntarily. I had let my soul to succumb to my injuries. But, Father, isn't it too late now to understand these things? Forthwith, nothing can be undone.
It's never too late, my child.
But Father, if I had met you timelier, I would have been a different person. It is too late now to understand this. I wonder if I had understood this before and tried to love myself, then I wouldn't have been what I am now. What is the use of knowing this now when I have lost everything?
Her voice faded into misery. The father froze for a moment and gazed at her. He did not speak. There was not even a sole drop of tear left in her eyes. She looked pale and paused. Her eyes looked like a desert of grief and misery. She stood up in anguish and said,
Father, it's too late.
She looked like a dead soul with no emotions, as if time had frozen her.
Good night, Father.
What a lifeless voice. Having said this, the girl turned around. She was ready to leave. She started with short strides and gradually vanished into the murky atmosphere of the graveyard. At this, the father was stiffened. His terrified legs didn't entitle him to move. How could she just vanish? It took a few minutes for him to realize the fact that she was gone. He hasted off towards the graveyard in her direction. He again pictured her standing beside an epitaph. Seeing so, he rushed towards it. Her eyes now looked deeper. The father swiveled his eyes towards the epitaph that lay beside her. But what he saw traumatized his soul. He lost his verve and spirit. He lacked the reason to move. When he looked around, the girl was gone. He again turned around to see the engraved words that he doubted to be credible. But no matter how much he skimmed, it was all the same, word to word. He saw with widened eyes. The epitaph read, Cheri, Novak, 1988 to 2006. Indeed, it's too late now.
Baby, I'm falling. Save me now. Baby, I'm drowning. Darling, it's too late now. Baby, I'm falling. Save me now. Baby, I'm drowning.